Most of you should know about the term Arduino. Arduino is a development board with its own ID and it is quite popular in tech world. But do you know Arduino has its own cloud platform? Yes, this is the age of IoT and Arduino provides a cloud platform named as Arduino IoT Cloud. And this cloud system supports Arduino IoT board as well as third-party IoT boards like NodeMCU and ESP32. Hey, hello guys, this is Shubhabroto and welcome to our channel Circuit Edition. In today's video, I will show you how you can connect your ESP32 board to Arduino IoT Cloud. So don't skip the video, watch till the end. Let's get started. So first open this link into your browser and create an account if you don't have one. Then this page will appear. In Arduino IoT Cloud, project is called Thing. So click on Create Thing button. Inside Thing, you have to create variables. These variables are like data pipeline. For example, I will create a LED light control project. So I need only one variable. Click on Add Variable, as name the variable as you wish. And here is the tricky part. Choose the variable as boolean. At first I tried with cloud light variable, but it had some issues, so I am choosing the boolean variable, and the issue is not yet solved by the Arduino cloud side. After that, you have to select the variable permission. In case of any actuators or any output device, you have to choose the read and write. And for the sensor, you can choose the read only, because in case of sensors, in case of actuators and output devices, we have to write that device to output. So I have to choose the read and write option. Now the variable update policy. If we select on change, yes, if we select on change, the variable will update it when the change is made. And if we select periodically, variable will be updated after a certain period. That's it. Now click on the add variable button. After adding variable, you have to click on select device. Here is two options like Arduino device or third-party device. I choose third-party device because I am using ESP32 board. Then choosing my board as ESP32 and choosing the model ESP32 dev module. Click on continue. Here you have to put a device name and click on next. Then you will get your device ID and secret key, which we will use later on. Yeah, and here you have to download this PDF which contains the necessary information about your device ID and secret keys. For now, I am copying this secret key. Click on the checkbox and click on continue and done here. After this, you have to put the network credentials, means your home router SSID and password, because this is a IoT project and the board needs the Wi-Fi credential to connect with the Wi-Fi. You have to put your Wi-Fi SSID here. I am putting Circuitician and then putting the password, and here you have to paste the secret key which I previously copied. Click on save. So we set the network credentials. Now I will move to the dashboard part. Here you have to click to the build dashboard and click on this edit icon. You can change your dashboard name as you wish, and by clicking this add button, you can add various types of widgets to your dashboard. And for my project, I will use this switch widget because I will just turn on and off a LED. The widget should be connected with a variable to send or receive the data. So click on link variable and choose light variable. Though we have just only variable, change the widget name if you want to and click on done. Our dashboard is ready now. Again, you have to go to the things, click on previously created thing, then click on sketch. So here is the new thing. You don't need to install the Arduino IDE. You can directly code into this web editor and can directly upload to the board from using this web editor. But only you have to download the Arduino Agent application. To upload your code to the board from this web editor, you need to install the Arduino Agent. For now, I am opening the full editor. And the code for this IoT application is already written. What I have to do is just write the logic in the code. Here a function is created on light change. So here I am writing this logic. If light equals to 1, you don't have to declare the light variable because it is predefined. If light equals to 1, then the digital pin 2 will be high, else pin 2 will be low. And in the setup part, you have to declare the pin mode 2 as output. So write pin mode parenthesis open 2 comma output. That's it. Now you have to choose the right board and right COM port and hit the upload button. And one thing remember, that while uploading the code, when the terminal shows upload started, then press and hold the boot button of the ESP32 device and release it when the code is uploaded. So our code is successfully uploaded. Now see this thing in action. So from the web dashboard, I am able to control the onboard LED which is connected to pin number 2. And for controlling from mobile, you have to download this IoT remote app and log in into your account. And here you don't have to make another dashboard. The web dashboard is reflected onto the mobile app. So from here, as I can control the LED from web dashboard as well as the mobile app, and both the data is reflected. If I operate from mobile app, then the data will also reflected in the web dashboard. So if you like this video, then make sure you hit the like button and share this video with your friends, and subscribe our channel if you are watching me for the first time. And one thing, in the previous video in which I make a stepper motor controller didn't get the reach as like the other videos. I don't know it is the fault of YouTube or mine that the video didn't get so much reach. And so make sure you watch the video also. And the most important thing, be creative.